Greetings, race fans, and welcome to the Fat Cat Sports Network for this week's Oyster Speedway preview show. On today's show, we talk to a pair of young drivers from our Bandolero division, preview the highly anticipated Outlaw Super Series race, and talk to the busiest driver at OBS. You may be surprised who leads the Speedway and starts this season, but first, the Maritime Pro Stock division will be the big attraction Saturday night with the entry list hovering around 20 for their 5th event of the season. So far, it's been the Butcher Blankhorn show, with the two working on a full house heading to OBS. The drivers each have a pair of wins after splitting the opening 4 events and come in first and second in points, with PEI driver Jonathan Hicken rounding out the top 3. Island drivers Kent Vincent, Chris Hughes, Greg Proud, and Dylan Gosby have all picked up heat wins so far this season. Also making the trip this weekend is the Maritime League of Legends with their 2nd event of their season. This will be the first of 2 INEX regional qualifying events on the tour schedule. Craig McDonald and Corey Hall won last year tour events here at OBS. Brandon Langell comes in with plenty of momentum after not only claiming the tour's season opener, after 2 weekend trips to OBS for our local Legends division here, he rhymed off 6 straight podium finishes, including a feature win and 2 heats. This weekend also marks a big anticipated step for another great young driver in the Maritimes. Danny Chisolm has been getting lots of seat time this year, and at the OBS, not even his home track, he leads all drivers in starts with 16 split between the Bandolero and Legends division. He currently leads the Bandos in points on the strength of 2 heat wins and 2 feature wins. And here he talks about the differences between the 2 cars and if he plans to join the tour race this weekend.
Yeah, the Legend car is made by the same company, but a completely different race car. It's a whole new beast. It's a lot more horsepower and not very much tires. It's constantly lets you get sideways on you, and I think it's one of the most fun and probably most difficult race cars to drive. We're hoping to run next week here at Oyster Speedway for my first ever Legend car tour race.
The Outlaw division will run their highly anticipated Super Series 50-lap feature. Matt Watson leads all drivers in points and total wins with 5, including 1 feature. So far this season, 4 different drivers have taken home features, including Jeff Richard, Jordan Leclerc, and Matt. And just like the Legends, the Bandolero division will also feature an INEX national qualifier for their feature Saturday night. Many drivers from our local division will get a chance to compete against the best in the region. For more information on the INEX Nationals, visit our friend Tim Terry at timscorner.ca. Locally, Tanton Woolridge has been racking up heat wins in the Bandolero division, but has yet to grab that coveted feature win. Not too bad, he has finished second 3 times. I'm sure he'll be looking at the bigger crowd and hoping to get into victory lane Saturday night. We had a chance to catch up with Tanton and his fellow driver Aiden McDonald recently at the track.
Trackside with 2 drivers in our Reliable Motors Bandolero division. To the right, it is the 13, Aiden McDonald, in his 2nd season of racing here at the Speedway. To the left of me, it is a veteran of this division of 6 years. It is the 0 of Tanton Woolridge. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Welcome to the show here today. Tanton, we'll start with you. You're the seasoned veteran here despite a young, tender age here. Over the years, talk about what you've learned about racing here at the Speedway.
Oh man, I mean, you learn so much. Yeah, for one, you learn how to drive. You learn how to drive Bandolero. You can learn how to drive any car. You can really learn how to do the starts. Really learn all the rules about racing, what you got to do, and really the time that it takes to put into these race cars to make sure that they're ready to go for each and every weekend here.
After 6 seasons of racing, you look beside you here, you got the 13 of Aiden McDonald showing lots of promise here in the division. What kind of advice do you have to these drivers here? We've got a number of them in their first and second year. What's the best advice you can give them going into the races?
Never give up. I mean, you know it's going to take a lot of work. You know, whenever you signed up for it, that was going to happen. So I'd say just don't let yourself get down. Just keep on moving and keep on trying to get past each and every week.
Well, we move here over to the 13 of Aiden McDonald. And Aiden, second season of racing. Tell us, how did you get started into this whole racing shenanigans?
Well, I've always grown up around the track with the race cars and everything. I just thought racing's so awesome that I just want to get the car and get into it. But it definitely took some time to get into it, lots of seat time and stuff to get into the car to get ready. But now the car's working unbelievable.
Who's some of your biggest influences?
Jonathan Hicken, my dad, and my mom, and definitely my grandparents.
So you do have a little bit of racing in your blood. Talk about your dad a little bit here.
Well, my dad he works on cars all the time at his shop, and he used to drive a little bit of pro stock when he was a little younger, and I've influenced off him.
Well, going back here real quickly here to Tanton, another question here about the season. Kind of going into this season as one of the favorites, talk about your season so far. Got a couple of heat wins under your belt already.
Yeah, I mean, it's been an incredible start to the season. We've been fortunate to be on the podium each and every week, and that's definitely helping us out. You know, the sponsor helping us get here. We've got plenty of help in the pits if we need it. It's really cool to see the class develop here at the track.
Perfect. And one last thing here, I'm going to ask both of you, is talk about the camaraderie here amongst you young drivers here back in the pit area.
Oh man, I mean, it's so cool to see. I mean, we're all friends in the pits. I mean, we're getting along, we're helping each other out, we're trying to get each other faster. Then, you know, once we hit the track, I mean, that friendship kind of is still there, but it's in the back of the mind. You know, everyone wants to really go for the win then.
Yeah. And with in the pits, if some driver hits the wall or some breaks, we're always there. Bando drivers are like a family. They always work together on their cars and developing friendships all the way.
All right, one last final question very quickly, in case people don't know. Aiden, how old are you?
12.
And yourself, Danton?
I am 13.
13. Well, gentlemen, thanks very much. Good luck today and the rest of the season. Thanks for joining us here today.
Thanks a lot.
Well, that does it for today's show. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Jeremy McDonald reporting for FSN and Oyster Speedway.